Nintendo 64 Funtime.
Hey guys, welcome to Nintendo 64 Funtime. We're continuing on with Mario Mania. We only got a little bit more time left before Super Mario Odyssey gets here, so we're winding down Mario Mania right now. The game I got for you guys today is Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, the unfortunate thing is I don't have an NES, so I actually don't have the actual Super Mario Bros. 3 game. So I am playing on what I played Super Mario World on. I have the All-Star game. So I am playing the All-Star version of Super Mario 3, so I really apologize for that. I like to keep things as authentic as I possibly can, but what are you going to do? If I don't got the game, I can't play it. So let's just get going. So one interesting thing about this game is that it came out in Japan in 1988, which is interesting because it actually took, let's see, I think a flower, or not a flower, but a leaf. Yeah. Which is interesting because it actually didn't come out in the States here until 1990. So a 2-year wait for this game to come out in the States, which is fine because the game actually got a little bit more polished. I wish I could show you the differences, but there are a ton of YouTube videos online that actually do show the differences. Let's see. Can you get behind on this level? No, this isn't a level you can get behind on. So the States game, I believe, is a little bit more polished. And I don't know if Super Mario 3 over in Japan came on cartridge or if it was on the disc system. I want to say maybe it came out on both. I'm not 100% sure. This was a large game, and I don't know when they started getting the, switching from the disc system to the cartridges on these bigger games yet. Oh man, over there. So I'm just going to play a little bit. I'd like to maybe get through this first world. I'm going to maybe hurry to do so. So this game looks really, really good, I think, remastered. Mario kind of looks a little bit more Super Mario Landy, but he still kind of retains the Super Mario 3 look. The colors look a little better, and it's a 16-bit system as opposed to the 8-bit system, so it's just the matching. I used to be pretty good at this too. Let's see if I can do it. Nope. But the great thing about this game is, realistically, this, and I bragged about this game so much when it came to my Super Mario World video, because this really is the game that made Mario... dude, I didn't want to get that. I wanted to keep my... This made the game be what Mario is today. Oh man, like Super Mario World was based off this game where you have the hub world and you get to pick your levels. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what... Yeah, this is it. This is where I want to be. I'm sure everybody knows all the tricks to these games by now, but I used to play this first world so much, you kind of know where all the tricks are because either someone showed you or you were able to figure them out yourself. Maybe not. There we go. So, as far as this game goes, this has got to be my favorite Mario game of these older consoles. like I said, Super Mario World took so much liberty in going off of how good this game was. You know, and here in the States, you know, there was so much build up to this game. You know, they were saying that they were saying this game was so good. You know, they made a movie about it here in the States, like to like celebrate how good this game was. The Wizard. I'm just gonna keep going. This level, you actually, I believe you get the whistle if you got to duck behind the white block. But I'm just gonna continue because I don't want to be stuck on the same level. Oh, jeez. I'm serious. Like, you play a game that you're used to on Nintendo, and then you try to play it on a Super Nintendo controller. Like I said, I like the way the Super Nintendo controller is set up because the angle of your fingers when you're doing like your fast run and then your jump, it's really easy to like keep on your finger and jump at the same time. But it's really, really weird to play these games that you're used to playing with original NES controller or something. Remember there was a whistle up here, right? Ah, oh, not anymore. You had to run back and forth and get your run. Bye. Oh, and I feel like this game, oh dang, I gotta do all that over again. Well, maybe I won't be getting as far as I thought I was for you guys. I'm talking too much. I really should just play the game. I feel like the only unfortunate thing about playing this game with the Super Nintendo stuff is the jumping is not as tight as it was on the original NES. And that's my problem with the Super Nintendo Super Mario World, is the jumping does not feel as tight. So, you know, if I had a preference, I really prefer to play them on the original NES, but I can only play the games that I got. I want to know if anybody's actually seen The Wizard lately. I remember watching it when I was a kid and thinking like the video game parts were really cool, but as far as the game goes, I really don't remember it very much at all. You know, so it's like, I doubt it's any good. A lot of those 80s kids movies, you go back and you're like, man, this is just so dumb. How did I even like this as a kid? But the grand reveal of that game at the end was basically showing Mario 3 playing on an American console. I don't know why it took 2 years for this game to come out. Maybe it was because we didn't have the disc system, so we just didn't have the capability of playing it until, you know, different chips came out for the system and stuff. But it's hard to think, too, that this game, not this game in particular, but the actual Super Mario 3 game is, you know, what is it, 28 years old now? 27 years old? That's pretty crazy to think of. That makes me feel pretty old. But, you know, it is what it is. I eventually am going to get my hands on an original NES. Ah, man, I didn't mean to get that. The only thing is, too, is I bet I couldn't even imagine the prices on some of the NES games. Like Super Mario 3 was a pretty common game, but I imagine trying to get a library of NES games is not cheap anymore. You know, you used to be able to go to the store, you know, and pick out a stack of NES games for, you know, $1 or $2 a piece. You know, you probably can't do that anymore. Here's the whistle. I got the whistle that time. Alright. Oh, we gotta do this. I didn't know we had to do this. Oh, no! Ah, oh, man, I suck. This was cool too. I forgot that you could do this. You actually had stuff and you could save power-ups in your system. You know, and this, like I was saying before, this game really, like, made the Mario games now what they are. Super Mario World used the hub world, you know, the new Super Mario Brothers used the same idea of the hub world, you know, and selecting the level and stuff like that. So this game really did have a large impact on the Mario world, and it really was innovative for its time. Because like I said, a lot of the Marios after this kind of copied it, up until, you know, you could play, you know, 3D Mario with the 64. But this gameplay is still good, you know, as them still making the new Super Mario Brothers. You know, this game style still holds up, because it's the same game style with the hub world and stuff that they use with the new Super Mario Brothers, which I really want to play, by the way. I hope they do make a new Super Mario Brothers, either for the Switch, or I really want to get the one for the Wii, because I've heard that one's really, really good. But they actually still sell that game in the store, and it's still like $20 or so. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it for a while, but I really would like to play the new Super Mario Brothers if they're any good. If you guys recommend them, let me know, because they look cool. I've seen playthroughs, and I would like to play them. So if they're worth playing, I will give them a shot. Clouds look so good. Playing these remastered versions are really nice, because they took the time to do them really well, I think. And it shows just in the backgrounds. I almost hit that Goomba. Or Koopa Troopa. It really shows they put a lot of time and love in this game when they redid them. I'm sure there's a method to these chests. I'm sure there's somebody out there that literally knows what's in every single chest. Let's see, how do you get... There you go. Toad.
Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change it back.
And you want to know what else I was talking about? Was this game introduces Bowser's kids, which I've expressed before is probably one of my favorite things that this game did, because it makes the universe. It adds a little bit of comedy to it. It adds a little bit of character to it, and I love Koopa's kids. I think they're awesome. I like the design of them. They're very fun to like fight against, you know, and I'm happy that they've kept them in a lot of the Mario games, because I definitely think they're worthy characters of keeping. Is this him already? Oh, shit. Now, I don't know the names of all... Oh, I feel like I got on top of him. Son of... Do I gotta go all the way up there? No, I should have used my star, maybe. I'm interested to know how fast people can speedrun this game in. I know there's a way you only need to get one whistle and you can get to the last level instead of what I used to do. Oh, what I used to do is I'd get both whistles, and I'd beat this first level, and then I'd use both whistles to warp to the last level. But I know there's a way to only have to use one whistle, you know, and I don't know, I bet people can beat this game in, you know, 10-15 minutes. But I'm obviously not that good. Yeah! Yeah, wand! Looks like the wand from Zelda, the first one. Well, there you go. That was actually kind of a bonus to Mario Mania, because I wasn't expecting to play Mario 3, but after I did my Super Mario World video, excuse me, I just really realized how much of an impact this had, and how much of an impact it had back in 1990, and how important this game is to the Mario universe. So that's why I really wanted to play it, and a lot of it, you know, this helps me out. And back to my princess video, she goes, Princess Toadstool is what she's called here. I don't know when she actually gets the nickname of Peach. I don't know if it was this game or not, but, you know, she's called Princess Toadstool here. But I love this game. I would love to continue to play this game a little bit more, but I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Like I said, this is kind of a bonus to Mario Mania. It kind of broke the rules of it, but I just really wanted to play this game because of the impact it had just in the Mario universe. Beautifully designed game. Wish I could have showed you guys the original, but this is the game that I have. It still looks beautiful. I love it with the 16-bit graphics. But there you go. Mario Mania is continuing. We're kind of winding down here. We only got a few games left to play, but I'm super excited for Super Mario Odyssey. We only have a few days left. I'm going to be playing it so much. But there you go. Remember, always be gaming. Nintendo 64 Funtime.